Do you watch MMA?
I do. I didn't watch the other night, but I normally do watch it. Yeah, and we had Chuck Liddell obviously on Entourage, which was cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've watched it. At least for the past 10 years or so. And I don't know why I didn't watch the fight the other night. I barely didn't turn the TV on any. And right now, it's just been
Yeah.
depressing all the time.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about that with Chuck Liddell and then Ronda Rousey obviously entering in the movie. What started that? Like, what brought that idea up to bring on a UFC fighter like Chuck Liddell in the series?
Well, I mean, at the time for Chuck at the time, I mean, he was just blowing up and really, kind of helped make the sport. And we all, just everyone who was working behind the scenes, just loved him and thought it was very cool. So we reached out to him and got him, and thought he was a perfect person to kind of intimidate Johnny Drama and stuff. So, and he was great to have on. With Rhonda, I saw her on a Jim Rome interview. I didn't know who she was. I had never seen her fight. And I was like, wow, she's beautiful. Can she really fight? And then I turned on a fight. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So it's amazing her trajectory, because when I saw that, I started writing in the script, and I called Warner Brothers, and I guess the movie that we were shooting in 2014, but nobody knew who she was. They were like, what are you talking about? We're not putting her in this. By the time the
Yeah.
movie came out, she was so huge. So it was pretty wild to see how fast. But another one also was so great to work with and awesome to have around.
Yeah, she's amazing. How in the Hollywood scene, how big is the UFC and UFC fighters? I know there's a lot of stunt guys and a lot of stunt coordinators and a lot of fighters sort of making it into some bigger pictures. Like, Ronda's done Expendables, she's done the Fast franchise, she's
Yeah.
done Mile 22, obviously some other big films. Renee Couture, Chuck Liddell's done the same. What is the take of this new explosion of MMA in the Hollywood scene?
I mean, I think people love it, and obviously they gravitate like any other thing to the stars when when you have the combination of Connor, when you have the personality and the ability. I think those are the ones that really kind of transcend everything, Ronda and Chuck as well. So, but people love it, I mean, it's weird now because boxing's made a little bit of a comeback. It seemed 5 years ago, at least in my area over here, people were almost over boxing, and MMA was the thing. Now I think it's balanced out a little bit, and people appreciate both, but it's big.